This is Risk of Rain 2. For those who are not familiar with the game, let me explain. You crash land on a planet called Petrichor V as a survivor of your choosing. You can play in multiple environments, each based on its current stage. There are 5 stages in total before fighting the big guy himself, Mithrix. Before the big fight, you gather different items and equipment, each with its own quirks and status boosts. If you are somehow lucky enough to obtain these items that work well with your survivor, you will find yourself cutting down enemies like a lawnmower to a blade of grass. Each survivor is unique, each having their own attacks and abilities that can be similar or completely different between the rest. The same can go with the amount of monsters you can find in this game. They are all so unique, they are all so beautifully crafted, some looking a little wacky and some just looking pure badass. If you're a new player hopping into Risk of Rain for the first time, and you're wondering what you got from that one chest, and you start realizing how many items there are you can get in the game, can really make you wonder how many different kinds of builds with each different kind of character you can make. Or you could be like 99% of every new player in the game and be like, what the heck does this even do? And to be honest, I really don't blame you. That's exactly what I did. When I looked at the artifact of command and seeing all those new items showing up, I was just like, I wonder which one looks the coolest, or I wonder which one does the most damage, and I sort of went from there. The game is by no means easy. I myself, after having 150 hours in the game, still have trouble getting through some of the stages. Even having a really good build with a certain character, I still struggle with Mithrix at the end, and that's just because I suck. Alright, I'm not a good video gamer, I'm not a good Risk of Rainer, I'm not good at risking my rain, and I need help. Please help me. I suck at the game and I need someone who can help me. So here's my Discord link. Join the Discord and let me know, I need a mentor. Anyway, looking at all the different stages from 1 to 5, every stage has a masterpiece. I'm telling beautiful architecture, beautiful environments, beautiful trees, the monsters that spawn in those environments. Heck, even the time of day. It all just goes perfectly together. But then there are just some maps that I just hate getting every time I teleport into that stage. I'm talking about the wetland aspects. I despise getting this map. Not because, don't get me wrong, the map is beautiful, but I just have trouble finding chests in that map. Not to mention that some parts of the map are just like dead ends, which kind of pisses me off. Is that just me? Like, you'd be going in looking for any extra chests because you've only found 2 so far in your solo run, and you'd end up in a corner at the end of like this tunnel, and then you would have to walk all the way back because your character is still slow. Is that just a me problem? Probably. But I'm sure some of you would agree with me. But then you have some maps like Titanic Plains, Delta Outpost, Sky Meadows, and that one fire map, Scorched something that I can't think off the top of my head, but it is a beautiful map. Oh my goodness. We need more of those kind of maps. Whoever created those maps should be promoted and get a raise and be the head developer or head artist of those maps. Whoever created Wetland Aspects should just be the assistant or just a regular developer. He should still work for the game, obviously, but, good job, I guess. And then we got the monsters. We got the beetles, the Lemurians, the wisps. We got there are beetles, Lemurians, wisps, imps, those blind pests, beetles, beetle guards, bison. Yeah, I pretty much checked all the boxes. The wisps and the pests, they are so annoying. They just got that lock gun and they just annoy you throughout the entire run. Even with your hearing the wisp about to shoot just gives me PTSD because I know I have to flick 180 degrees behind me to look at one and kill it as fast as possible before it hits me, because I know damn well that if I get hit, I'm gonna get hit more. I'm gonna lose my momentum, my flow, my vibe, and I'm just gonna get annihilated. Now let's talk about the bosses. Probably my favorite part of this game. We got the Stone Titan, we got the Magma Worm, we got the Wandering Vagrant, the Clay Dune Strider, the Beetle Queen, the Imp Overlord, Grove Tender, Grandparent, the Worship Units, the Overloading Worm, Scavengers, the Soulless Control Units. They're all just so cool to fight. My favorite one probably has to be the Stone Titan. I just really like his design. And the not so much the laser beam that he just targets you and just beams you to death. Even that is pretty cool, I find that sometimes I get very sad when I die to that. Very sad. Also, is it just me that one of the hardest bosses you can fight is a scavenger and he just looks like that? Like he's just some blob looking fella with small feet, small hands, but he got a big gun and a big sack, if you know what I mean. And he's got some goodies in that sack, let me tell you. And let's not forget about the main man, Mithrix, the one who always ends my runs even if I have the ability to even beat the game. Even if I think I have a chance to beat the run, when I go up there and fight Mithrix, I just know it's over. I have to start getting better. Aurelian Knight's pretty cool too, but I can't afford that gold altar, are you kidding me? What does the game think, I'm made of money? I mean, I would totally spend another $10 if they dropped another DLC. I'm just saying, you know, I really like this game, but I'm not made of money. Another little feature I like about this game is that the items you pick up from the chests themselves, not only do they show up on the top so you can see how much you have, but they also get slapped onto your character. Some of the items are kind of weirdly placed for my taste, but they do try their best to put them in the right spots where they think they should go. And to be honest, I don't really blame them, because there's a lot of weird items that wouldn't go on a person if I had to guess. Some of the items don't even make sense and wouldn't appear in real life, and if it was a fashion statement, I would tell them to start hiding in their mom's basement, because no one in their right mind would want to see them walking around with weeping fungus growing out of their forearm. I actually take that back. Some people do rock the weeping fungus hairstyle, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to all my weeping fungus hairstyles. This is also a little bit off topic, but in the first game, Risk of Rain, there was a boss called Providence, which is Mithrix's brother, and he looks so badass. Like, I'm talking crazy fit, crazy, awesome looking sword, 2 worm pets that just work so well together. He's honestly just a cool character. I wish they were able to implement him some way into the game, like the way they made like a hole, like a fractured hole. I forgot what that realm is called, but like the way they implemented those secret boss fights into the game, I wish they can make some way that if you complete a certain amount of steps, you can fight Providence's ghost, where it's just the fight from Risk of Rain 1, but they into the Risk of Rain 2 3D universe, and that you can fight his ghost. Hell, maybe even just like make like a time travel event where you can go back to the contact light when it's crashing, or as it's crashing, and fight Providence there. I think this is just a lot of cool ideas, because like they can just turn the magma worms or the overloading worms into like his pets, and maybe do a little bit of, you know, a little bit of redesign of Mithrix. You know, I'm sure Providence and Mithrix have like the same fighting style. I haven't played much of Risk of Rain 1, but it's way harder than the second game. It's crazy. But I should totally keep playing that game more, because even though it's a hard game, it's still really fun to play. I really hope they keep adding more content to this game, because it's honestly just such a joyride for me. It's like an entertaining but also mind-numbing game for me, and I just have fun no matter what I do in the game. And I know eventually the game will slowly die out, or the developers will become a little frugal and start adding too many DLCs that would cost like $20 to $30. And you know, I get it, they gotta hustle, they gotta get some money, but I know, like I said before, I'm not also made of money, which is why we have mods, baby. We got mods. And let me tell you, I played as Goku. They got Goku up in there, dude. Like, playing with Goku is the first mod I've ever played in this game. That, and apart from photo mode, so I can get these cool ass shots and thumbnails for this video. But other than that, I played as Goku, and for some reason, like, even though Goku's not in the Risk of Rain universe, he just still kind of fit in, which is really weird. So I feel like the modding universe could be really open in terms of what they can put inside the game. And let me tell you, when a game starts having a great modding community, it's probably never going to die for a long time, which is when it stops receiving content updates, that the people in the community will keep it alive. As I was going through the video, I realized that I missed out on one of the best bosses in the game. The Voidling is a huge crab creature that is in the Siracrilium. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. But he's chilling in the void. He's the void boss, you know? You are sent in there to stop him, you know? Because apparently your mission there is to kill everything on Petrichor V. And that includes the void, because the void is partaking in a part of that, I guess. I don't know. I feel like there's like a fight between the moon creatures, the Petrichor V creatures, and then there's also the red plane, which all the imps come from, like the imp overlord, the crab, the regular imps, you know? But the Voidling, he's probably way harder than Mithrix, in my opinion. If you are not ready, or if you don't know what his attacks are, then you are screwed. There's one attack that he does where it's, I think, the third stage, where if you you have to be inside his bubble to avoid getting the void tick damage. If you get too close, he starts doing like this attack where he starts creating a black hole, and if you get too close, it's an insta one shot. He starts pulling you in, so you can't easily run away from it. So if you get trapped a little too close, then it's over. So yeah, this guy has multiple stages. A really interesting and cool boss fight, in my opinion. Usually after I'm done defeating Mithrix, I usually just go in and fight him too, which is really stupid because you could basically beat the game if you just kill Mithrix and hide in the escape ship. But if you go down to where you spawned in on the moon in commencement and you start petting this weird frog 10 times, the void portal will open up and it'll lead you straight to him, which is very funny in my opinion. Why would they add a frog? All in all, should you get this game? I think so. Trust me, you will have a lot of fun. There's so many things you can do. There's so many different characters you can play. So many monsters you can see. Many more updates to come. It's a very good game, and I recommend it. Yeah, that's my little review of this game. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. But if you didn't, leave a dislike. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Thanks for watching again, and yeah, bye-bye. I also have a Discord if you want to join that. Like I said before, you know, join, come hang out, talk with me. Yell at me, make fun of me, I don't care. Bye-bye.